Get us out, boys. Okay, just take a chance.
More eights now. This is the Princess Elizabeth Challenge Cup up at the start. This is for junior boys eights. On the near side, Monkton Combe School on the Buckinghamshire station, and on the Berkshire station on the far side, Great Marlow School. And looks like a great start here for the locals from Marlow, Kath.
Yeah, it's been great to see how many crews there are from Great Marlow School here. Fantastic. They've really got their rowing programme up and running over the last few years. Fergus Murison is doing a lot to head up the rowing programme there, and they've got big ambitions. But they have also come up against, you know, a crew with quite a history, Monkton Combe School near Bath. They've produced a few Olympians in their time. And, you know, they're really matching each other here. This is going to be perhaps a really interesting race.
So these were the pictures off the start in those first few 100 metres off the end of the island, and we're jumping now to the Forley, which is moving through to halfway and still really close between these two schools. On the near side, you can see here in the black and the red, that is Great Marlow School, the school of the great Sir Steve Redgrave, in fact, on this near side. So lots to live up to there. And on the far side, well, that is the crew from Monkton Combe, and they are level. This is amazing.
They are well matched. And this is going to come down to the fitness work they did in the winter, how hard they went in those ergos, how much they want this, how much their cocks can motivate them, how much their skill level will hold up under the pressure of being side by side and under the conditions that they're being kind of asked in the swirl and the wind on their backs. And at the moment, you know, Marlow really gutsy there. They're putting in some pushes.
Yeah, you talk about the coxes there, Kath. Montgomery Todd, the cox of the Great Marlow School. On the far side, it's a debut at Henley Royal Regatta for him. And what a debut it is, leading out Monkton Combe School. As you say, all that pedigree and history that they've got. And look at this, as we move past this camera, as we move past towards Remenham, I think they've just got the edge here.
They have, but it is really close. And Monkton know that they have an opportunity. They're just probably putting in a push, I think, as we look at this moment, trying to raise it, trying to take a seat back. The coxes will be going crazy to motivate these boys to keep their heads in the boat, to keep the technique sound and the power on. It's actually the first Monkton crew in 6 years to qualify for Henley Royal Regatta. They have been waiting 6 years for the opportunity to race down this course, and their cox will be reminding them of this. We've come here, we haven't been in this for some years, despite our long history in the sport, and they want to go through, but Great Marlow are fighting them every stroke of the way.
Look at that, looking sharp here. Monkton Combe on the back of the bow seat there. Harvey Adams, he broke his femur in 4 places, which took him to rowing as a recovery sport. The erg was his rehab, and having to use all of his might now to try and pull himself into contention with the bow seat of the Great Marlow School. Sam Terrett, his opposite number, as he moves further and further away. Great Marlow responding so well there.
They have the edge. Steve Redgrave, the chairman of the regatta, will be popping out of his office to cheer them on, even though he's usually fairly impartial, to cheer on his school. This is absolutely brilliant. I know that they've done so much to kind of create this programme. They train at Longridge in the stretch below Marlow Rowing Club, that stretch that I used to train on in the national team. It's a fantastic long stretch to get those kind of long miles in, and that is paying off for them here. They've done lots of work saying that the kids who are involved in the rowing programme, they do better in their lives, they do better in their exams, they're healthier, they are fitter, and how important it is. And we want to see, you know, state schools in this programme, as well as all the traditional schools that we love taking part in this.
Oh, just amazing here. Great Marlow School, so mature to respond. Rowing only introduced back to the school in the year 2000, so it's only been 23 years of this rowing programme. But look at this, beating out Monkton Combe, responding so well here through into the enclosures. And this is a crew that's only just been put together since the national schools, whereas Monkton Combe, you know, an experienced unit.
You can see Montgomery Todd, his mouth is wide open, cheering them on, just as Ethan Matchell is trying to encourage his crew to go further. But my goodness, Montgomery Todd, his mouth was wide. He was urging himself. You can see him there, asking for more from the crew, because they are ahead and they are about to go through to the next round. Really gutsy, great performance there from Great Marlow.
great Marlow School. Their coach Fergus Morrison will be looking on there at a very impressive result in the Princess Elizabeth Challenge Cup for a win for the locals and a smiling Sir Steve Redgrave, I'm sure of it, Kath.